Hi guys, so we're back again with a question and answer. So I asked you guys on my Instagram and on the YouTube channel community. If you're not a part of that, I always post random things on the community tab of my YouTube video, of my YouTube channel, and I would like you to go there and pop in once in a while to see the conversations that are happening there. But I asked you guys if you had any questions that you wanted us to tackle, and on Instagram at Scotch_royalty, special shout out to you. You asked us, you said, can you move on without closure? Whatever closure means. I thought that was a very, very good question. What do you think?
It's a good question.
Yeah. What have you experienced? I think experiences are always
different.
Yeah.
For me, I never really got any closure, and I don't think I was very intentional about sticking it.
Yeah. Do you think that was wisdom in your context?
I think it was because I was just not willing to have the conversation. But what helped me to move on without closure really was taking ownership of, because the reason why I didn't seek closure really was because I didn't want to give someone power over my healing.
Wow.
I thought to myself, okay, this relationship here has come to an end. That's a reality. There is no amount of conversation that is going to turn it around to make it work again. So what I'm going to do is ask myself the important questions. What did I contribute to it? And let me look at things that I can work on, because even if he is going to come and tell me his side of the story, yes, it could help, but am I going to be able to work on it? No. So I just decided to ask myself the important questions. I identified areas that I knew I could work on, and that gave me power to heal. And it does take a longer time probably, but it certainly worked for me.
I'll tell you, you were done, eh? You were so done.
I was done.
Because if you are kind of sort of done, low-key done, maybe done, closure is important, mama. And if you're in a situation where you had already made a decision, where you're 100% sure that the perfect decision for you to make is to step out of it, it's easier for you to walk away.
Absolutely.
But if you are on the receiving end in a relationship where probably someone else is 100% sure, but you still feel that there is a bit of life in that relationship, or you just want to hear it come out of that person's mouth. Sometimes you just want to hear, I want to know. I want you to say it with your own mouth. And half of the times it's because we are so confident, like we've spent so much time with this man. Imagine spending maybe 4 years with a man, and this person just wants to walk out of your life, walks out of your life with no explanation. You feel entitled to a sit down, entitled to a formal setting, and you better tell me why. Give me the reasons why. And sometimes when we don't have the privilege to get that, we're not privy to that information. And to be honest, sometimes they don't even know why they're walking out.
They're just
walking out. And so you've got to be at a place where if you are strong enough to walk out of a relationship without closure, definitely do so. And when you do so, definitely pray for the individual that is left behind, because I'll tell you that if they were not ready for you to leave, then it's going to be difficult for them to move on.
Absolutely.
And if the roles were switched on the other side and you are the one that is actually in need of closure, definitely initiate it. Step out of your comfort zone and say, hi, I would like us to sit down and have a conversation about what happened in this relationship, because I want us to move on with understanding, and hopefully we can help each other to be better people to the people that we will meet next. You've got to be prepared for a yes, I'm coming, or a, you know what, I'm not interested. And that I'm not interested is closure enough. That I'm uninterested, that's your closure, mama. That's your closure, baby. That right there. But that is enough closure. You don't need more than that. If somebody tells you that they're not prepared, they don't feel any love left in them to even give you the much needed sit down and explanation and clarity with regards to why they're leaving, then that on its own shows a lack of love. It shows a lack of concern. It shows a lack of compassion. It shows a lack of personal commitment even to your own healing journey. Somebody is not willing to just give you something that you desperately need to move on quicker, and that on its own is a lack of love. And I was talking to somebody actually recently, Presh, and I was saying like they're about to walk out of a relationship, and they were saying that like they're kind of just gonna walk out. And I said, you know what, if you just walk out without any closure, what's going to happen is that you give the person on the other end, you give them room to always come back and say, hey babe. And if you're feeling lonely, that hey babe is gonna lead you into another relationship again with that person. So because there is no actual physical formal meeting that was held where this person and you sat down and said we're no longer together, this person can easily walk into your life again. So be prepared for that if you're not willing to sit down with the person for closure. But also don't be in a situation where both of you are contending for the victim post, you know, like both of you know it's done, it's finished, but none of you can say I'm tapping out because both of you don't want to be the person that broke up the relationship. And because of that, you keep instigating fights, you keep instigating this weird, you're fighting for no good reason. You are applying pressure on this person to say no to you because you don't want to say no to them. And this a lot of times the guys are very, very guilty of this one. You instigate for people to leave you because you're no longer in it.
Unspoken rule that guys shouldn't
break up with each other. True. They just actually
tell me, like, I mean,
for real.
Done,
it's gonna be painful initially, but I need
I would respect you for it.
Absolutely. There's a guy that I actually knew who used to say that it's like you get a guy is cursed when he says no to a girl, like it's taboo. And I'm like, but you'd rather string me on while you're already in another relationship with someone else and allow me to find out, and when I find out you're rude and mean to me,
just tell me. Just tell me.
So I hope that was helpful. Was that useful? If it was, please comment in the description box below. Let us know what you think about closure. For you personally, what is closure, and do you think it's important? And what has been your experiences with closure? I really think that this was a fun video. Let us know if you want us to do these type of videos or something similar to this, or if you have any questions in the comment section below, we'll try to answer them as best as we possibly can. This is Precious. Her YouTube channel handle is in the description box below, and I'm going to be forcing her to start doing content. Bye.